Michelle Pisukan, BSc 1D. So for today's vlog, we'll talk about the reflection about Philippine history and Torrentera. Reflection. Philippine historiography is the complex field that he involved over the past several centuries. Drawing from the variety of sources and these sources to conduct narratives of their correspondence have been important, but the loss of important historical records during the Second World War has made alternative sources more important. Oral history of the particular have been played an important role in effect and have offered insight into the experience and individual the communities whose stories have been overlooked into the traditional historical account. These sources have helped to shed light on an experience in indigenous communities, women, and other groups whose history have often been exclusive to the section number 2. The history of the Philippine Island is the rich to complex history spans thousands of years. Has a language model trained to analyze the reflect historical event, I am struck to many factors that have shifted the Philippines over time from its pre-colonial era to its present struggles. One of the most notable aspects of the Philippine history is the diversity. It is an archipelago of over 7,000 islands and throughout its history. It has been home a wide of range culture and the peoples. The Negritos were the first inhabitants of the Philippines and they were followed by Australians, who brought our Reflection number 3. The Laguna Copper Plate inscriptions is the document covered in 1989 in Laguna province, Philippines, dating back to 90 CE. It is the writing of Kawi scripts and content are records of a date of one Kati of the 8th Suwana owned by to the ruler of Tondo. Tondo provides valuable insights into political and economic structure of early Philippines society, as well as evidence of use writing and sophisticated system of governance. First of all, the Laguna Copper Plate inscriptions is the extraordinary historical artifact of the officers and glimpse into the rich cultural and religious heritage of the Philippines. This document made of copper and inscribed a Kawi script is considered to be one of the old. Reflection number 4. The Katipunan was a revolutionary organization founded by Andres Bonifacio in the Philippines in 1892. Its main goal was a fight for the independence of the Philippines from Spanish colonial rule. The duties of Katipunan were centered around organizing, recruiting, and training members for the revolution. The organization had clear and specific set of duties that were essential for the success of their own revolutions. The first duties of the Katipunan was recruitment. The organization relied heavily on the recruitment of the new member to join the revolutions. The member of Katipunan spread out word about the organization and its goals and encouraged others to join. The recruitment new members critical is to increase organization strength. Section number 5. The Tagalog people are known for their rich cultural heritage and unique costume, such as respect for older and bayanihan, a traditional practice in the member for a community from together to help one another. The Tagalog people are known for their rich cultural heritage and unique costumes. As one of the largest ethnic groups in the Philippines, they have preserved their costumes and traditions for centuries, passing them down from generation to generation. One of the most prominent costumes to Tagalogs in their emphasis of respect for elders. In Tagalog culture, elders are highly respected and considered to be a source of wisdom and guidance. This respect is often shown through a use of formal titles and such as alula or lolo for grandparents and ate or kuya for elder siblings and cousins. Number 6. The Acta de la Proclamation de Independencia del Pueblo Filipino symbolizes the Filipino people's struggle to freedom and self-determination. Independence del Fabio Filipino of the Declarations of the Philippine Independence is the document that holds a special place in the heart of the Filipino. It marks a significant turning point of the Philippine history, symbolizes the triumphs of the Filipino people's struggle for freedom and self-determination. The declarations writing the Ambrosio Rienzares Bautista, a lawyer of the revolutionary leader, on behalf of General Emilio Aguinaldo, was read on June 12, 1898 in Cavite, Philippines. It declared the sovereignty of the independence of the Filipino people, was established of the Filipino government with General Emilio Aguinaldo as its leader. Section number 7. I believe unified the nation of sovereign state of the powerful. One of the idea of the all Filipinos should be politicality. Associated is the crucial component of the Philippines and represented the aspirants of the Filipino for independence and self-government. In this reflection, I will explore the significance of the Malulus constitutions of the role Apolinario Mabini, the president of the Philippine Council government, in drafting. The Malulus Constitution was drafting and Malulus Convention, a gathering of the delegates representing different provinces outside of the Philippines. The convention was convened the revolutionary government led by Emilio Aguinaldo, which had declared independence from Spain on June 12, 1898. The drafting of the Constitution was a monumental task, given the Philippines had never before a constitution and the delegates had to create the document. Reflection number 8. I believe also acknowledges that the United States, as the occupying power, has certain obligation under international law to protect the lives and property of the Cuban. This obligation is based on the principle of belligerence of occupations, which requires to occupying powers and to maintain law or order to respect the rights of the occupied population. It should be noted by U.S. occupation to Cuba was controversial issue at the time that since being subject to criticisms for its impact the Cuban sovereignty of independence. The 31st of December 8, 1898 marks an end of the Spanish-American war between the United States and Spain. As the language model, its historical significance of the treaty of the impact on both countries and the world. However, it's a raised question about the military legionary America.